Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to DESI USA. I am Tabinda Gul. Let's take a look at the headlines. Pakistan downs Indian jets. PM addressed United Nations General Assembly. Protester march as Netanyahu addressed UN United Nations. United Nations Security Councils to vote on Iran sanctions delay. Trump's predict more indictments after Qawmi charges. Gaza humanitarian crisis worsen amid Israeli offenses. US inflation rises, consumer spending surpasses expectations. Moldova church faces scrutiny over Russian ties. And Pakistan nominates Trump for Nobel Peace Prize. These are headlines. Lead to news detail. Viewers, now the top story is here. Pakistan has boldly repelled Indian aggression. 7 enemy warplanes were destroyed as our violent forces shows unmatched courage and sacrifice. Salute to the martyrs whose blood guides the nation's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif addressed the UN General Assembly with firm resolve.
Our valiant armed forces, under the stellar leadership of Field Marshal Syed Asam Munir, mounted an operation of stunning professionalism, bravery and acumen, repulsing the enemy's attack. Under Air Chief Marshal Zahir Babar Sidhu, our falcons took flight and etched their answer across the skies, resulting in 7 of the Indian jets turned to scrap and dust, a decisive response.
Viewers, now an anti-Israel protest has interrupted in New York Times Square. Demonstrators are marching towards the United Nations headquarters as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu delivered his speech to the UN General Assembly. Tensions remain high as crowd voices stronger positions to Israel policies.
Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! I shouldn't have to say anything today or on any other day to plead to the world to stop the horrific genocide taking place in Gaza.
We want to see a ceasefire, we want to see a free Palestine, we want people to be able to live in dignity. The Palestinian people are teaching us how to be human, and the people here are committed to humanity.
My parents were Holocaust survivors, so I also do it symbolically, because you can't do it to kill people in the name of people who were killed, my grandparents and so.
Now, the United Nations Security Council is preparing to vote on a resolution drafted by Russia and China. The proposal seeks a 6-month delay in reimposing sanctions on Iran. According to diplomats, the decisions could reshape ongoing negotiation over Tehran's nuclear programs and international relations. Now, President Donald Trump has signaled that further indictments are likely against what he calls his political enemies. This comes after charges were filed against former FBI directors James Comey. The move underscores an escalation in the administration's legal actions against key opponents.
I hope there are others, because you can't let this happen to a country. These were corrupt, radical left Democrats, because Comey essentially he's worse than a Democrat. I would say the Democrats are better than Comey. But no, they'll be.
Viewers, UN agencies report that Israel's closures of a key corridor into northern Gaza has halted essential food and medical supplies. Communities, kitchens and health clinics have shut down, worsening the humanitarian crisis as the ground offensive intensifies. Millions face drowning, growing hungers and lack of medical care. Viewers, now US inflation continues its steady climb in August, while consumer spending edged higher than analysts predicted. Economics says the data reflects a resilient economy, maintaining solid growth despite rising prices and signaling continued confidence among Americans' households. Viewers, Reuters report that Moldova's Orthodox Church is under investigations for alleged link between progression social media campaigns and clergy strip funding by Moscow. The revelation comes ahead of the September 28 elections, raising concern about foreign influence of the country's political processes.
As he approaches this Orthodox church in Moldova, Archbishop Markel begins his Mass. As he preaches, dozens of worshippers and teenage altar boys film his words on smartphones. His sermons are frequently posted online and often discuss what he describes as attacks by Western forces on his.
Viewers, in the last, despite Pakistan's upper hand, a ceasefire was reached thanks to President Donald Trump's bold and insightful leadership. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, addressing the UN General Assembly, announced Trump's nominations for the Nobel Peace Prize. Now, Pakistan also thanked China, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Azerbaijan, Iran, UAE, and the United Nations Secretary General for diplomatic support.
So, in a position of strength, Pakistan agreed to a ceasefire facilitated by President Donald Trump's bold and visionary leadership. We express our deep appreciation to him and his team for their active role in bringing about the ceasefire. President Trump's efforts for peace helped avert a more threatening war in South Asia. Had he not intervened timely and decisively, the consequences of a full-fledged war would have been catastrophic. Who would have lived to tell what happened? And therefore, in recognition of President Trump's wonderful and outstanding contribution to promote peace in our part of the world, Pakistan nominated him for Nobel Peace Prize. And I think this is the least we could do for his love for peace. And I think truly he's a man of peace. Ladies and gentlemen,
so viewers, thank you for watching and thank you for supporting. This is me, Tabinda, signing off. Stay tuned for more news, DESI TV USA, DTVNN, and our OTT platform, DTV Flex, where you can access to our 3,000 channel. So stay tuned and stay with us.
Now I am American. I have citizen.
I still have my Salvadorian passport and now I have my USA passport. I am a citizen of the US.
Khi cầm cái hộ chiếu Mỹ, cô rất là tự hào mình là công dân Mỹ.
La ciudadanía para mí significa oportunidades.
Si ya tienen el tiempo que pueden hacerse ciudadanas, que lo hagan.
No pierde nada uno con intentarlo.
Como dicen en México, echándole ganas, todo se puede.
Neurological care is a pressing healthcare challenge in Pakistan. That's why Helping Hand USA is building Kind R, a world-class hospital with 130-plus clinics that is set to establish new standards for neurological care in Pakistan. As the first phase nears completion, anticipation is growing for the launch in the second half of 2025. Give zakat and sadaqah through Helping Hand USA today and join this historic endeavor to redefine future healthcare in Pakistan.